Hey everyone, welcome back to I Am Set Apart. Thank you so much for commenting on last week's video and all the love I received, and thank you so much for sharing all of the gifts that you have inside of you when we talked about what our gifts really are. I especially loved this comment from Annis. I want to shout her out. She said, talking about gifts, I have a gift of being kind and caring. I can't say no to people when they ask me for something. I have beautiful hair. I have a great sense for colors, and I have a gift of being very lively and positive. I loved this, and I loved everybody's comment, what they shared. So thank you guys so much for just spreading positivity to others, but really just being kind to yourself. So a lot of my friends have heard me say in the past that one of my lifelong goals is to have Oprah's Garden, okay? Nothing less. Have you seen Oprah's Garden, okay? The size of those vegetables, the variety, the colors. I love Oprah's Garden, okay? That is one of my lifetime goals. But, my main issue is I don't have land and I don't know how to garden. So right now it's a very slow dream in the making. But I'm actually at my grandmother's this week, and she actually has a beautiful garden in her backyard. But right now it's not an actual garden, it's kind of just a patch of dirt. So in order for this patch of dirt to turn into this grocery store filled with tomatoes and beans and cucumbers and everything else, change is necessary. First, the soil needs to be plowed so you can actually plant things there. You have to make the soil softer and turn it over. But the thing with that is that it's a really rough process. Like, if I was the dirt, I would be screaming in pain. Like, it's not an easy process. So then the soil needs to be raked and further prepared for you to actually be able to plant things. And you have to go over it a couple times, but once you do, the soil is in great condition. And then you need to check out to see if there's any weeds. And some of those weeds can be pretty, but they have to go, because something that looks pretty can ruin your whole garden later on. Then I'm sure if the dirt had feelings, it would probably say, okay, enough is enough, but enough is not enough. Now you actually have to dig. You have to dig in order to plant your seeds. So once you finish digging, now there is finally room for the new soil or compost or manure that comes in that will actually nourish and help grow your plants. And then finally you can plant your seeds. And I have to admit, you think this part would be a little more climactic or a little more exciting, but then when you look at what we're planting, which is beans, it's pretty unassuming. They're small, they're hard, and you wouldn't think that they would grow to be these big fruitful things, but they do. But until now, you're just planting tiny little pellets into the ground. The hardest part comes next, which is waiting. You water and you wait, and you water and you wait, and you wait and you wait and you wait and you wait, and still waiting. It's been a couple days since we planted the seeds, and it's not going to be maybe another week until we see a sprout, and it's not going to be another couple months until we can actually harvest the beans. As we were doing all this, I really started to think, our lives are a lot like this. Change is hard. Like, again, if this dirt had feelings, this dirt would be upset, okay? The dirt was experiencing changes that it did not ask for. The dirt was chilling by itself. It didn't need no one. It didn't need anything new. But the dirt got changes that it didn't ask for. And now I feel like a lot of us are in a season where we're experiencing a lot of changes that we did not ask for. We did not pray for them. We did not wish for them. We did not try to make them happen. The change just came. But sometimes change is necessary. If this dirt wasn't changed, if the dirt wasn't plowed, if it wasn't dug, if it wasn't raked, we wouldn't be able to plant something new in this season. And if we weren't able to plant something new, we wouldn't be able to harvest something great. And this whole garden that we're gonna get by the end of the year, Oprah's Garden, okay? This whole garden that we're gonna get at the end of the year would not have been possible if the dirt wasn't changed in the beginning. And you know, I hope this can just be encouraging to someone today, because a lot of us right now, like I said, we're experiencing changes that we did not ask for. And we need to hope and know that a lot of times when these changes come, it will produce something great. And although, like that plowing, it will be rough, and like after you plant, we might have to wait, we know that we will have a great harvest at the end of it. So today, if you're willing to share, leave a comment below of, you know, a change that you've experienced in this season, as personal as you would like to reveal or not. And what are you doing now that is changing that? What can you say I am that is different than how you've been looking at it before? Because it's important, the way we look at these situations, because it can be what causes us stress or what causes us to help relax a little bit. Me personally, I have absolutely no idea what's left for me career-wise. You know, I no longer have a job, and that was a change that I did not ask for, but it happened. But what I can say to that is that I am remaining calm, and that I am having faith that I will find something even better. Thank you so much, guys. Please stay tuned for next week's video, and I hope you have a beautiful day.